What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, Patreon? How we all doing today? What's going on with all my angels, man? Welcome back into my home. Things are starting to get smoother and smoother, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to doing more live hangouts because y'all are full of so much information that, like, when I do the Twitch thing, which I'm getting internet on Saturday. If you're watching this in the future, Saturday, September the 20th. So it's something I want to start doing because, like, it's neat, and I'd love to be able to see, like, the history, and especially shout out to my Patreon friend Jeffrey J here. For filling me in on, like, the story behind this one, because, like, I was a little hesitant when I saw that it said leaked, but I don't know. YouTube gives me enough grief around all this stuff. I'm gonna post it, and if they let me post it, great. If not, Patreon, you're welcome. So it looks like it was a song written at a camp with an artist known as Baby Fuzz or Sterling Fox. Looks like I had a couple other songwriters on it. Anyway, at some point, it looks like the two split off. It looks like I'm paraphrasing here. Angelina's got leaked somehow. Someone put her recording of it online. Apparently, Babyface didn't know and also had recorded a demo of it. Didn't put it out. Didn't get it out in time. I got it out later. I guess there was a backlash and back and forth and all kinds of stuff. So it also looks like there's a little bit of controversy around the meaning of the song. So I'm gonna try to, like, take it, like, I'm gonna try to just walk into it with a clean slate. You know what I mean? Like, I think I'm going to try not to cast any judgments of what I think the song is going to be about. I'm going to see kind of where we land, right? But it's neat. I appreciate the backstory. It's crazy to think that an artist so young, and bear in mind that she's already had a pretty lengthy career, all things considered, has had so many stories available. Because, like, if all of a sudden I popped off, let's say, like, I don't know how many stories there would be of, like, this and that happening, or, like, it's crazy. But I mean, like, when you're a superstar, like, the superstar draws all the fouls, like, all eyes are on you all the time, right? So I don't know. It's super interesting. I'm really looking forward to getting into this one. It looks like this is a fan video, so I'm gonna be looking for more of the singing and, like, the kind of appreciation on that side. If you like this kind of technical breakdown, or if you like this kind of stuff, don't forget to give me the thumbs up. You can like and subscribe. It helps a boy out. And obviously, I love seeing all my friends jumping in and mixing around in all the different groups and coming back to the same videos. I post these on the weekly. So if you want to support, though, you can check me out on Patreon as well. You can send me your links, just like my friend Jeffrey did. You can send me all the messages and stuff too, because I always double check them. I always try to double check them. Like I said, the internet thing makes it tricky, but I'm been keeping notes, been going back and forth to my parents' house uploading stuff. Come on, man. Let me pull this up. Let me make this full screen. I saw the lyrics at the bottom if I need them. Let's go.
I've been hanging on your shadow for so long. Dreaming about an all too
this, like, where the beat or, like, the rhythm is landing is throwing me off. I gotta catch this. And she was only 10 in this, man. She's only 10 in this. She sounds like a full-grown woman. Come on now, turn it up.
I've been hanging on your shadow for so long. Dreaming about an all tomorrow and a song. Keep holding out for you. I'm still holding out for you.
Man, this sounds beautiful. This is exactly how I want Angelina Jordan's voice. Look at this. I'm all over the place with my words now. This is exactly how I want her to sound. And, like, we got into this once on a live talking about, there's three of us. Two of my friends are producers. And we were talking about how we'd want to record her. And whatever they're doing for this is what I want all the time. Sounds like a big, throaty, like a tube microphone, something like that. Like, mine's like a clone. It's like a clone of an old microphone. But, like, I want something like that. A few feet away from her. I want some really nice compressors on her. It sounds like they're just killing this, bro. And I was just learning about reverbs today. This sounds like it's... So you have to understand that, like, when you're trying to recreate a room sound, like a reverb, you don't want to record a voice and not be able to take away stuff without sacrificing the vocals. So it's hard to put someone in a cathedral and record the cathedral and then go, ooh, there's a little bit too much reverb. We have to redo the whole take. So typically you want to put someone in, like, a dead room, a room that doesn't have a ton of sound to it, and you add different types of reverbs. And I'm going to guess that this is either a plate reverb or a hall reverb, just for sake of conversation.
I'm still holding out for you. Lord, not the daylight wasted. I'm on my own, looking through 1,000 faces on my phone. Now I keep holding out for you.
Cool, man. Like they're doing a lot of really clever things. So like as a singer, like the lyric in the first chorus when we were going into it, it was just "I'll keep holding on," and then this one it's "and I'll keep," and you kind of hear Angelina do "and I'll keep." You know what I mean? Like it kind of gives you this springboard kind of feeling, and that's just it's just a singer thing. Like it's like it might not be depending on who you ask, it might not be like perfect practice, but it's just like it feels good, it sounds good. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I just have this one bug in my head of someone telling me not to run up to notes, like, ooh, you know, and try to find the note. But like when you have all the reverb, you have all the compression and stuff, it just feels good. And I don't know how else to describe it unless you've been in that situation. And I got no complaints because in this, it fits. Like I like the springboard thing. I think if she just came in with the "I got nothing" or whatever the words are, it wouldn't hit the same. You kind of need a little bit of that. And I'd almost go far as to say like they killed this production. Like the beat is wild, the piano is wild, the bass is big and thick. I wouldn't be surprised if that "in the al" was the exact same in the first two, and then she changed these back ones because I'm pretty sure she changed this part. Just getting a little bit into it, but I'm just loving this production. They killed this. What camp was this? Because I want to go.
I'm still holding out for you. You can take my breath away, but I'll still be breathing. You can take your love away, but my heart will still be beating for you. I'm holding out for you.
I love how she's approaching the like she's leaning heavy on the A sound. So I think she was saying, I think the word was like "have," and it was like very much like a "have," and then like she wasn't trying to over enunciate or change like the vowel of "have." Like it was just like the word was what it was. But then now she's going, "I'm still holding out," and it's like it's got so much enthusiasm. It's got so much attitude. You know what I mean? And like to capture that and recreate that in a 10-year-old artist, bro. Like come on, man.
I'm holding out for.
Like it's almost a different word. You know what I mean? I love it.
I've been thinking about you.
And then it leans into when she says "I." So like the two, they play very well with each other from like a written standpoint. If you wrote out how she was enunciating everything, those two would be very, very similar, right? It's neat, man. It's really neat. Her attention to detail, man, is like why she is the superstar, the prodigy that she is. Because it's like it's just different. It's just different.
Wasted all the time.
Real love.
Couldn't even face me, even if I tried. Now I keep holding out for you. I'm still holding out for you. You can take my breath away, but I still be breathing. You can take your love away, but my heart will still be beating.
And they're doing a lot of there's a lot of really neat things that are happening that make her sound so confident, right? Part of it is like in the processing of her vocal chain, that's all cool. But like this kick drum and this snare drum are so well placed around her vocal. Like they just mix so well, but there's no like frequency crossover. Like there's gonna be some, but it's just like they don't fight at all. They make so much room for Angelina's voice just right down the middle. It's just what a treat. They did. Again, I don't know where they recorded this, how they got this. This sounds fantastic.
I'm holding out for you. I'm holding out for you. Yes, I hold it down for you.
It's almost like her enunciation of this is almost reminding me of Buddy from Oh, what's that band called? They had some really cool hits. "I'll Follow You Down" was the one because he it was like this heavy, like "I'll follow you down." It's like almost a different word, man. And like I say, like just to like choose to do that artistically at this age, man, is just and to be able to to because you don't need to convince her. She knows what she wants. She knows what her voice to like want or how she wants her voice to sound. But like to be able to capture it, man, what a treat! I just can't get past like this is how a vocal should sound all the time. I love that. And even if I drown, I'm gonna hold it down. I love that, man. Come on, come on. I dug it. You hear how you can almost hear her like open her mouth for that last "you." Like that's what I'm talking about. That's a really good setup of excuse me. That's a really good setup of like microphone placement, technique. Obviously, a good vocal, good input equals good output, and great compressing, man. Come on now, listen to this. Like the breath too, because you get a certain amount of saturation where it's gonna give you all that ambient sound still. But like, man, they killed that. Man, they killed that. Let me get rid of this for a second. There's a few things that I thought were like super super exciting. A was the quality of the recording. Like, come on, that's I don't know who did that. I don't know who put that together, but that to me is just like how records should sound. And I've heard lots like that. It's just like it's a bummer that not all of them are because like I've got like I'm pretty fortunate. I've got two sets of studio monitors in here. I kind of got my choice of, like how I want to listen to things. I've got like a big thick curtain right behind them, so I don't really get much reverberation. And it sounded like Angelina was right here. Like it's literally if like eyes closed, man, it sounded like she was right behind my camera. And that is just it is so cool that they got to capture that with all the nuances, the nice like the saturation of her voice and what it does to that nice like whatever microphone they were using. It could have even been the 103. I honestly think it was just something a little bit bigger than like something like what she owns, her microphone. And I think it was a little bit further away in like a nice dead room. They just added like a digitally processed reverb to it. And like I said, they used to have these things called reverb chambers, and they were like basically just a big room, and you would send a sound into it and try to collect the reverberation and everything. But then they, as time went on, everything they put it into physical processing racks, and they put it into computers and stuff where you can actually like shape what you want the dimensions of the room to look like. And like it sounds like everything had a lot of time spent going into it. And I'm gonna go on a tangent, so I hope y'all hang on for a moment. But what's cool about that is like you shouldn't have to do a whole bunch to the vocal, like compression. Like I'm leaning in the compression, I'm leaning on the microphone, and that's just so that you get a good confident sounding vocal. Because like a microphone by itself, I've done a lot of work to this microphone just to make it sound the way that it sounds right here, and it's still not perfect, but for the situation, for the setup, it's fine, right? But like to get something that well done, you need good input. So it's just like obviously Angelina Jordan is a killer, like obviously, right? And then from there, you don't want to start taking away too many things. You don't want to start adding too many things to like crush it, to take away all the emotion, all the dynamic. Even though if you took a dB meter and like because it's a recording, if like the actual output of it is very 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 still, Angelina Jordan, man, she's got a lot of emotion in her voice, and they got to be able to capture that too. So shout out to however that went down, man. Like controversy aside, the song was fantastic. The performance was fantastic. I haven't heard the other one. I don't know, man. That was pretty dope. And like I'm pretty hype about how that all like worked out. I don't know. I dug it. I got all Angelina Jordan's links in my description box. Please go check her out. Please make sure you subscribe to all her stuff. If you dig this kind of content, and if you don't know how to support it, you can let the video just run to the end where it sends to the next one or pauses or whatever it ends up doing. You can do the same for Angelina Jordan, man. If y'all don't like I'm not always in a situation to support financially, but stuff like that really, 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 really helps. So I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Thanks for the request. See everyone again soon.